Hello everyone, it's me Cristine. Oh fuck, I'm not Cristine. Who the heck am I? Anyways, yeah, today we're gonna be painting nails. Well, painting one nail. It's gonna be a fake nail. I'm not gonna do this for 10 nails. No. Fuck this shit. I'm not gonna do that. I totally refuse to do that. No. So, we're gonna be painting a fake nail using a tutorial. And let's see the tutorial. Let's watch it together, okay? I'm gonna show you the tutorial. It should be here. And this is the tutorial that we are gonna recreate.
Alright. Well, hello everyone. It's that time when
She
Cristine
uses
teaches me
to
redoes
use
a
hello
tutorial that I
here.
did a year ago because the one I did a year ago made 0 sense.
Yep.
As you're
We are not
looking at
gonna
these nails,
watch
you're
everything
probably
of the
thinking to
tutorial.
yourself, holy mother of fuck, how does one even do that?
And she teaches us, but she claims that she doesn't make much sense. So, do you notice something that's missing in this picture? Do you notice it? Green! Green is missing in this picture. So that's what we are gonna do today. We are gonna recreate this look with green nail polish because, of course, it's me. Do you think I have another shade of nail polish? I could do a tour of my nail polish drawer. This is called a drawer. I almost called it, I didn't know how to call it because in Spanish the word is completely different. Anyways. So, yeah, you can see that this look has yellow, which I'm gonna say, Cristine, what the heck? This, you cannot see this shade. You cannot see this. What? Orange, which honestly it's kinda cute. The purple, which is stunning. The turquoise blue is also kinda stunning. I love it. And the pink, which I honestly think that the contrast could be a little bit more oomph in your face, but it's cute. No, what's missing is green. When I ask when something is missing, it's usually green. Everything lacks green in my life. I need more green. Anyways, hi. So, don't drink the nail polish. You are not supposed to drink the nail polish. Anyways, it's time to show you this. Hi, these are my nails. These are my hands. My nails, these two nails broke. Literally this week. These two. These two traitors. It's not working. Let me fix it. Just super quick. It should be working in just a bit. Unless I fucked up very big, but I don't think so. Anyways, what I'm wearing on my nails is Holo Taco's Starry Eye. Super cute, super lovely. I'm very bad at knowing where my camera is, even though it's in front of me. I can see it. But anyways. The focus is a feature of this camera that I don't like, so that's why I want a new one. And the line is from Holo Taco's bottle service from the same collection. So we're gonna recreate this with Holo Taco polishes because, of course, it's Cristine, so we have to do it with her brand. And we are gonna do this too. Discontinued shades, Cristine, bring these two babies back. I need them. I need these two. I need every green, please. Also, justice for this polish. I need to bring this polish. It's not related to today's stream, but honestly. As smart as in which sense? Bring this polish back. I need a second bottle. Cristine, bring full charge back. Please, look at my fill line. This is my fill line. Look how little polish I have left. I need another bottle of this. Cristine, send it to me. Please. Please, I beg you. Send this to me. I need it. I need it. I know Linry. Linry also needs another bottle, so send it to us. Thank you. Anyways, we are going to be working with Here for the Payday and Green Screen, because, of course, I have more polishes. These two could be... No, these two not. This and this would be so cute too. Like Modest Moss, Modest Moss and Not Pressed. But honestly, I was kind of feeling the vibe of the original video of neon polishes, so literally that's why I'm working with those. And this is gonna take a while, so it's time to start. Let me put some music in the background, because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer for my nails to grow a little bit back, so you can choose my manicure. And apparently the first step for this manicure is to open up this freaking bottle. It's always this bottle. It's always not milky white. What the fuck? Wait a sec, I'm gonna use Desperate Measures, which is having a cloth, and open it with a cloth. We're gonna be using Not Milky White as a base coat. Of course, if you are doing it on your actual nails, use a base coat before Not Milky White. And the fun part is I have basically no way to see what I'm actually doing, because I have to be on frame for the camera. And here, literally here, that's the microphone. So the microphone is blocking my actual sight. I have to be in a very uncomfortable position to paint nails. I don't have this figured out, basically. And you can see that I'm using a cheap mat that's a little bit dirty, but to be honest, it's fine, don't worry about it. And this is a mat, and this that you can see here, that's my, what's the name of this? My mouse pad, basically. It's one of those big mouse pads for your whole desk. It's not for my whole desk, but you know what I mean. And that's what I'm using. It's cute. We're gonna be here for this to dry a little bit. And let me show you. This is the sponge we're gonna be using. Right? Yeah, kinda works. Kinda works. We're gonna be using this sponge. This is for gradients. Do I have scissors? I do. They are kinda dull though. These scissors are very dull though. I'll figure that out later. So you cannot see it because it's just slightly out of frame. My keyboard is here. Oh, you can even see this. This is my keyboard actually. This black thing is my keyboard. Here, it's my mouse. So I'm surrounded by everything. And we're gonna have here a little bit of a... Ooh, what's this? Okay. Of a game of basically painting 77 gradients on this sponge. I know that these two shades gradient beautifully into each other, so we're gonna use them. And by that I mean they are not too close. For example, if I use these two together, I thought I messed with it, I didn't. This is Modest Moss and this is Monstera. You can see that they are basically a super similar shade. This is way more earthy, but they look kinda similar, you know what I mean? This gradient is gonna be very easy to achieve, but not very striking. So we don't want that. And honestly, I could have gone for something way darker with something like Headhunter. But I tried to even replicate this I gradiented these two shades together. This is Crime and Punishment, and this is the a discontinued one, Matcha Maker. I love this shade. I love this shade. I don't use it because I love it that much that I don't want it to be over. And it didn't work because they are too similar. Though these two together, like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? This warmth matches this. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted by cute nail polish, as always. What's new here? Oh my gosh. Let's start with the first gradient. It's gonna be tough. This is gonna be a thing that we're gonna do. My sponge is not in the best shape. You can see that it's a little bit deformed, but we're gonna make it work. It's gonna work. I have more sponges there, so if we need something else, I can open a drawer that I have over here and get a new one, but it's gonna be fine. Yes, I have a super small like thingy, organization thingy of my nail things because I have a lot. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm gonna open both of the shades, but not full open like this, you know? I want this. And we're gonna be painting in our sponge. I have estimated that you can see that this is kinda square. You cannot see that, wait. I'm trying to make angles, okay? It's fine. See that this covers like half of the nail? That's completely fine for the purpose of this tutorial. So, as it covers half of the nail, we're gonna paint half of this with one shade, half with the other. And that's a problem. This dent is a problem. You cannot see it because saturation. Like my camera is compensating for something, I don't know. Wow, this rim is nasty. You want it to overlap ever so slightly and always check your brush before dipping it in. Back again. I'm gonna move this out, and lightest shade is gonna be in one corner in the cuticle area, and we're gonna dab it several times, moving a little bit. And let me go a little bit harder here. And yes, I brought it to me, to my actual face to see better. I don't really like what's going on here. I don't really know what's going on. But we're gonna let it dry for 30 seconds to 1 minute, And we are gonna repeat the same steps. Paint here, apply, until we get the desired level of coverage, which I estimate that 2 to 3 coats with this formula should suffice. If you go for less opaque polishes, these 2 to 3 coats may get into 5 to 6 coats, so be careful. Hi! My nails got shortened. These 2 nails broke on me. A new drawer on a cabinet chopped them, and I had to make them all short. My nails are short. They need to be longer. Anyways, enough time. Let's get back to replenish my polish. You don't want a huge amount of polish on top of your sponge. It's not gonna work. Trust me. I honestly should do more gradients on my nails, but I have an issue with myself, which is every time I try to do nail art on my own nails, I always want to go one step further, you know? And it's like, oh my god, a simple gradient? Ugh, disgusting. How could I? It's not proper of you. And I don't do it. Because I put so much pressure on myself. Which is so bad, don't do that. You want to dab repeatedly with enough pressure but not too much. Enough pressure to apply the polish, but if you apply too much pressure, it can be detrimental. I'm checking the fade right now. I'm gonna apply a little bit more over here. If you apply too much pressure, honestly I should change that. It should be 20 subs because that's more, yeah. If you go too hard, you can kinda see in this section, the focus is bad, you can see that this section got a little bit of polish ripped. So I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit and I'm gonna apply a third coat of these 2 polishes. My nails are not long enough to do this. Holographic when blurry looks so mesmerizing. I'm wearing Starry Eyed, by the way. Starry Eyed by Holo Taco. It's a teal. It's green enough for me. With the line of bottle service. Do you want to know something about me? I always have the polishes that are on my manicure. I have them out. I have them in front of me. Just in case I have a chip on a corner of the nail, like a chip of the polish, and I can reapply and pretend it didn't happen. Because that happens to me quite a lot, actually. I don't know exactly why, but these corners are so sensitive for me to chip off. So I'm always having to... The moment I don't have them there, my nails chip. And I'm quite angry about that. So when I change my manicure, I take the polishes, drop them into my drawer, into their space, because my drawer is organized, and then pick up the next manicure. And that's it. That's what I do. Let's go for a third coat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough things to talk about this stream. Okay, I'm applying it outside out of camera. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm applying a little bit too much of polish, I think. Okay, no transferring, so we pick up this and we tap around this area. Yes. Again, you don't want a huge amount of pressure. What's going on here? Okay. You want light taps. What's going on with this fade now? Wait a sec, I'm gonna try to fix it. I need to be very close to it, so that's why you're not seeing it. I don't know if I like the positioning of it. I think the fade line is a little bit too down of the nail. I need it to be a little bit higher. So I think I'm gonna apply a fourth coat. But I have to let it dry for just a tiny bit. So please do wait. You don't want to apply more coats instantly, because if this doesn't dry, it clamps up with the next coat of gradient and it looks ugly. It looks ugly. Also, have you seen the new polish that Holo Taco released? I love it. I love it. Like, it's called Born Ugly, and I'm like, I love it. It's made for me. It's so hideous. It's perfect. It's green, thank you. It's literally a brown green. Like the poo-poo color? Yes. It's literally poo-poo color. And I find that so appealing. It's so earthy. Okay, I'm always check if your brush has any residue of the other color, because you can contaminate your bottle and you don't want that, of course. Why would you want your bottle to be contaminated? I find that if you do pinch a little bit your sponge here, the shape lends to a bit more of a not saturation, but amount of polish dropped. Like it's getting your polishes inside a little bit better outside, you know? Okay, I think this is totally fine. This is the look we're looking for. It's fine. This should be cleaned with some acetone. If you are working on your actual nails, liquid latex or whatever barrier you prefer. I have had nice success with glue, with this kind of glue. Do I have it here? Yes. With white glue, Elmer's glue, whatever. I use this because this brand is cheap as fuck. Half a kilogram, it was 3 euros. I can show you. Literally 3 euros. So it's way cheaper than actual liquid latex, but it has a couple of issues. If I have time and such, I will absolutely attempt to go with glue. If not, I will, like, if I want something more professional, I will absolutely attempt to attempt to use liquid latex. I do have liquid latex, but I don't have much, honestly. I need to buy more. I have it on my throne, actually. I cleaned up this with a little Q-tip and some acetone. I need to buy more acetone, actually. I need to purchase more acetone. I have a residual amount of it, which is not great when you are always doing your nails. Just saying. I need to actually get on my car, well, my family car. I don't have a personal car. It's expensive here, okay? And go to one of those renovation house thingies shops. You know why? Because actually the acetone there is way cheaper. And it's not like cosmetic grade or anything. Like, it's not cosmetic grade. I can tell you. I can tell you with one little test. Smell. It's not cosmetic grade. It's not 100% pure acetone. But the contamination that it has, according to the smell, is most probably hexane or heptane. So I don't really mind. And now let's use the remnants of this sesh bead bottle. Don't worry, I have a new sesh bead right here. But I'm trying, okay? My heart. And we apply one coat. This is what I do. I scoop it up. And then apply. Okay, I think this is starting to get unusable. Like, I think this is the limit. I think this is the limit I can think of. So my next manicure is gonna open a new bottle of sesh bead. Sesh bead is a quick dry top coat, and for this design you do want a quick dry top coat. And you are saying, wow, why are you using top coat? It's not even finished. I know. Shut up. We're gonna make like 4 coats of top coat here. It's fine. Yeah, this is the issue here. It kind of creates voids. Okay. Sorry about that. I couldn't avoid it. A little bit of contamination on the brush. Okay, dealt with. I'm thinking about opening the second bottle. Actually, this bottle, like this whole last bottle, was like 4 months of work with me. So not bad. This is the underside. It's gonna be white. I'm trying to take a little hair of top coat. This top coat stings a little bit when it's almost empty, but it's fine. It doesn't affect the result. And you want this to dry for like 15 minutes before going to the next step. So, in the meantime, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take photos, bitch. Because this is gonna be my tutorial for this Sunday's blog post. I'm so smart! I'm doing work! And I'm gonna take photos with my phone. And I use this. This is a light. And I use it to keep my swatches consistent. It has several modes, like literally, you can change it to red, orange, yellow, green, I love it, blue, like a darker blue, magenta purple, warm light, cool light, and cool light extreme, basically. Yes, it's literally a light inside, and it's basically a diffuser, basically. This is a diffuser. So I use it to keep lights consistent. Like, I'm gonna show you my secrets, my little secrets. I place it like this. And I take my phone, and I take like photo like this. To keep quality consistent, I also have this. This is a macro lens that I bought like on AliExpress for cheap. I clamp it to the camera of my phone because the 64 megapixel camera doesn't allow you to use the macro lens. So I just cheat the system and I use the 64 camera megapixels camera with no, it's 48. Anyways, I use it with this, so I can take a close-up of the nail. And what I do is I have another, like behind me, I have another surface. It's white, it's clean, and I go there and take my photos. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take a photo there. See? I'm still here, by the way. I can see you talk shit. And that's my chair, don't worry about it. It's quite loud because it's a bit old and such, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Let me pick up this because I need this right now, and I'm gonna take another picture of something else. Heck, I cannot use this one. Yeah, this is an office chair. Okay. I knew this would be useful someday. So in the meantime, we have to wait. I'm gonna show you something. I'm a crazy person sometimes. No, I cannot do that. I cannot physically do that. Like, this is the scope of what you want us to see. Like, I have this. Why do I have so many of these swatch sticks? Because I bought them for this reason. To make a catalog of all the polishes I own. So if sometimes I'm like, oh my god, what do I do on my nails? I don't know, but I kind of want to wear this polish. I kind of want to wear Alien Infatuation, for example. What other shade could go well with it? Oh my god, maybe this one. Maybe this. Oh my god, so cute. And work with that. No, those didn't work that well together. It's fine. But yeah, I will always have the option to go to my wheels and see. I have several. This wheel. Do you see this wheel? This is only my Holo Tacos, not counting toppers. Then I have this one, which is in my opinion a little bit too big. I need another solution. With all my cremes from other brands that are not Holo Taco. It's so packed that I cannot put it cutely together. And yes, you can see that I always purchase greens. I have the occasional brown like this. This is a brown. The occasional, very occasional, super cheap nude that I find just for reasons. But all I purchase is green. And I still find greens that I don't have, like, oh my god, I need this green. I don't have this green. And I buy more green. It's a problem, except it's not. What's this shade? Okay, you are kinda cute. You're kinda cute, girl. Okay. I may have to use you. I have another wheel of those for all my specialties, another wheel for all my toppers. I'm thinking of breaking the creams into brands, actually. And then I have this wheel, which if you are a block reader, you may recognize. This is the wheel where I put all my tutorials. So this tail will go here. Will go at the end of that. This is my camouflage nail, my gradient, this polka dot design, nail vinyls, waterfall, a heart with polka dots in a French nail. I taught you how to do demure nails? Me? What the fuck? This is when I broke my nail the other time. This is a hair of my dog. Okay. I'm like Cristine, what the fuck? Cute. Lava lamp with more dog hair for some reason. These are my lava lamp nails. And let me show you if I can do. This is not the correct one. You can see that flash. It kind of flashes. See? That looks so much better in real life, believe me. Okay, it's glowing in the dark, I think. This is my distressed gradient. Animal Crossing nails. This is Animal Crossing grass with furniture on top. A clover field. My spring cleaning nails. And my blobby here. Basically, this is still not as dry as we want. It's touch dry, but we want it drier because our next step is gonna be using this. This is a striping tape, and I'm gonna use the red one because I don't like it. I bought this in a pack of 6. Adhesive. And the shades are black, yellow, purple, green, blue, and red. I don't wear these shades ever. I only wear black and green. So these are the shades that I want to use for basically use and remove. If I wanted to keep it on my nail, I will use this. I also have it in different widths, which is very convenient when you want that in your design. You're hearing me putting them back into their plastic because I'm trying to be organized, okay? And we're gonna keep the red out because this is the one that we're gonna use. I don't know if I can show you again. Yeah, I can show you the tutorial again. Wait a sec. I'm trying to accommodate this.
Kidding, Jen is not here, sadly. She's not here. I used a whole bunch of colors from the rainbow, and I'm not gonna name them all because I can't remember. Cristine, why? I guess I thought I was being smart by putting on
that's what we want to do
barrier
next.
first and using it for the entire manicure. So now I'm using a bunch of striping tape to create a pattern because I didn't have many nail vinyls back then.
I don't know if we want
That
to
a
use
year ago,
this
nail vinyls were something you couldn't
with
find
or
everywhere on
another
the
one.
internet. Now that the vinyls are all placed in kind of this sunburst pattern thing.
Okay, let me look for another width because I think this might be too thin. Oh, this is my selection of green ones. This is green iridescent that I bought. So these are the ones. Let's hide this video. And you can see that these are more like the regular width. These are quite thick, honestly. And these are extra thin. And I think we're gonna use actually the medium. I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna use the medium. Because if we are recreating Cristine's nails, I think they make more sense. Oh, these come in different colors? Oh, this is a different package. Oh, this is a different brand. I bought a lot of striping tape and I never use it because I'm lazy, honestly. Honestly, I'm quite lazy. This has different shades. This has some sort of a pink, magenta pink. And this is green, we love this. This is a dark blue, love it. Kinda cute, honestly. This is a purple. This is a white, actually, very striking. This is some sort of copper. Stunning. Light blue, very icy, love it. This is red, I don't love red. And then we have silver and gold. So we're gonna use the red because I don't like this shade. And I will never use red in my life, so don't worry, I have a plan B for something to do while we wait the next top coats, because we're gonna need to wait more. Let me check. Okay, this got slightly stuck to me. This is kind of thin too. Let me check something here. It's the same width. It's the same width. I should have something else, right? Okay, I think that's fine. That's totally fine, that's totally cool. I'm sorry. I'm still dealing with the cough. Let me experiment with this. It's still a little bit. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes. This is dry already, so we don't want this. What should we do now? We take scissors and we cut. And we have a new surface to work with. This is way more absorbent. Look at this, look at this. Squishy, 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 squishy. This is squishy. This is rigid. This is already more rigid. I don't know if you can tell, but I can feel it. So we don't want this. We want to dispose of this. You dispose of this like it's rubber. It's fine, don't worry about it. I do have a bin below this desk. Hi, what's up? I have a bin below this desk, so we basically throw things there. It's fine. This room is a disaster, and I made this disaster, yes. Every time I have to do some nail art, everything becomes a disaster. And it's my fault. Because I have to put everything out. Not everything, you know, there are things in the drawers and such. But I have a compartment thingy here that it's usually up there. Oh, thank you! It's made by me. Regrettably so. I'm trying to do my best. I'm not an actual artist or anything like that. I don't know how to do, like, art. But I kinda know my ways around pixel art because I started many years ago when Pokemon worked with sprites, and I was very much a fan, and I started to basically make Fakemon and such. I was very bad at it anyways, but I was doing them in and out for years until basically this. So I decided to get back to it, and I improved a lot of my methodology, how I approach them, design them, everything. So here we are. And then I decided, okay, maybe I can do other styles, and this came out. So this came out. My whole lab. Let me show you my lab. This is my lab. And then I did animations and such. It's still a very much work in progress. Everything is a work in progress. And I'm quite slow, and I would like to be faster, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Okay. So I think it's dry enough. What's the next thing we want? We wanna get our striping tape. Striping tape, I don't know if you can tell, it always has like a small spot. You can see it right here. That's a slightly different color or shade. You can see it there, right? It contrasts a little bit. So you can start peeling it off from there. It's sticky, but not much. And I'm gonna use my bottle of Sesh Beat, of my top coat, and I'm gonna place it here and use scissors. I'm gonna take the ones from my nail kit, which is basically this. Yes, everything in my room has to be green, including my personal stuff, because it's mine. Everyone needs to know it's mine. And we kind of measure, and we need something around these lines. And we're gonna do this several times. We're gonna stick stick it to one side. Cut. I'm out of frame, sorry. I'm not used to this configuration. I still need to practice a lot. As I was saying, I have my microphone on one side, the camera on the other. It's... what's going on here? This is not supposed to be here. I might need to discard that spot. Okay. It felt like the glue was on the other side. This is another strip that has this weird peeling. I'm not sure if this tape is gonna be good. These kind of striping tapes are quite inexpensive, and I honestly don't even bother with getting cute ones, because most of the times you're gonna use them like this. You're gonna use them and discard them. I want a couple more. Oh, it's over here. In other occasions, you want them on your nails though, so they usually come in packages. I have bought them in packages of 8 or 6. Each of one is a different color. So if you want them for your nails, it's very much a good offer. It's usually 1 to 2 euros. Okay, now it's time to place them on the nail. You may want some tweezers to do so. I'm gonna raw dog it because it's fine. You want them firmly into one corner. Why is this sticking to the other side? It's so weird. And you want them to be stuck on your nail. Kinda firmly. You want your top coat to be completely dry for this. The top coat I'm using is Sesh Beat, which is quite good, so that's why I trust it. Then you want another strip, and you want them to start from the same spot on the nail. You see? So I'm gonna attempt to place them here, and my wish is to make the spaces kinda even. They are not gonna be perfectly even, but it's fine, you know? Oh, don't tell me that. Really? I cleaned my window today and it started to rain. Fuck me. You know what? I think 5 is enough. Nah, I'm gonna go with 6 because the original design had 6. So I'm gonna be a little bit out of camera because this is a different angle, okay? But it's the exact same principle. See? Exactly the same principle. You want them firmly stuck to the nail. Remember that. And I'm gonna take a sippy drink. I'm gonna take a small break to drink. Because my freaking throat is killing me. I'm gonna drop something else new to the mix. My tweezer pack. Okay, stop it. The magnets were stuck to this. This is my tweezer pack. I'm gonna pick this one, probably. Let me check if it's a good size. Yeah, it's fine. I'm trying in this section, so okay. And now, what do you want to do? The same steps as you did in the previous. We grab our sponge, we grab our polishes, we unscrew them because we like them to be unscrewed. I'm screwed. Anyways. And we're gonna apply the polishes on here and sponge them in the opposite direction. So the dark one, which is green screen here, is gonna be in the cuticle area. You want to apply your polish to half of your sponge, in this case, because I have measured it, okay? And the other polish is going to be to the other half. Don't apply too much. You want it juicy, but kind of this consistency, you know? You don't want blobs of polish. And then, moment of truth. You're gonna dab. Trying to cover up everything you can. Do not worry if it's not opaque at all. If it's absolutely zero opaque, worry. But if it's like this, it's fine. This is kind of what you want. Let it dry for a little bit. You want more coats to increase a little bit the saturation of it. And the opacity. Like, the opacity is kinda there, but you want the saturation too. So I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna wait for just 30 seconds. It's fine. If you're doing your hand, you can apply that to your hand and then go back to your first nail instantly. Don't worry, it's fine. But you want thin coats. Thin coats. It's very important. I'm gonna tell you. If you put more polish, you're not gonna get more opacity. You're gonna get a blob of paint on your nail. So it's not gonna be a gradient. It's not gonna look cute. It's not gonna dry, and it's gonna rip off everything. Your efforts, everything. You're gonna be sad about it. You don't wanna be sad about it, right? So don't do it. Anyways. I feel a little bit sad using discontinued polishes for this look, but Cristine uses neon polishes for her look, so, well, not full neon, but bright, you know. So I wanted to honor her original design, her original concept. And honestly, this is a manicure I wanted to do like since last year, but every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it on my nails, one breaks, and I'm like, fuck, I cannot do it with broken nails because reciprocal scale gradients require a little bit of length, okay? Or they don't actually require the length, but they look better with the length. Let me get it closer to me to do a pass and to actually see what I'm doing. But I did the same motions, this, but here in my face. And I actually think I'm gonna peel. So we get our tweezers and we start peeling. Try to start peeling the opposite order. So, and these are gonna go to the trash too. So. Be fast. Not too fast that you're gonna mess everything up, but don't let the polish dry. And I peeled it in a wrong order apparently, so oops. And congratulations! You did your first part of the reciprocal gradient. Slay! Eat! Yes! You see that this whole section is not doing cute? It's fine. That's where the second gradient will go. This is the scale part. This is a reciprocal gradient. But we are doing one step further. Why? Because we are stupid. Don't worry about it. Oopsie. So, next step is applying another layer of top coat, which I have here. We love top coat in this household. We can dispose of these, so I'm gonna drop them on the trash basically. I do have a trash can below. It's a bin. And I use it for basically plastics mostly, so it goes to recycling. And I'm gonna apply another layer of top coat. The top coat is very important and non-optional because you want your nail polish to be completely dry. if it wasn't completely dry, we wouldn't have been able to do what we did. It would have been a mess. It would have peeled the layer below, and we do not want that under any circumstance. I honestly should invest in better equipment, but honestly, I'm gonna be absolutely real with you all. I'm not in that position. I don't make enough money to invest back on my channel, so it is what it is. And I don't have a day job to deal with that. So I'm doing with what I can, okay? Okay, let me get rid of this small blob around here. Okay, perfect. I'm thinking about purchasing refills for Sesh Beat because I liked it on my nails. Anyways, this has to dry for another 15 to 20 minutes. Let me take photos of this and let's do something else in the meantime. So, share alert, it's gonna be something. Oh, don't forget to close properly your nail polishes. You don't want them to dry. Especially because these are discontinued and I cannot purchase them anymore. I want them. Let me purchase! Anyways, I'm taking this with me. Obsessed with this look. I'm kinda obsessed. It's lovely. I love it. I kinda love it. So, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna take out the camera for a sec. In the meantime, we are gonna work on pixel art because why not? Let me open my Pixelorama. We're gonna work on something that I have to finish. And we're gonna be like 10 minutes or such, or 15, you know. You are not seeing the program. It's fine, don't worry. Okay, now you can see. This is another creature that I'm working on. And this is the third evolution. That's the issue. I want this to be finished. So let's start creating shades, basically. I'm gonna start taking this shape. And I think I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. I'm gonna take the this, and I'm gonna start applying it. Around there, yes. Similar area, because we want this. If we use similar colors, it paints everything. But similar area takes the shape, which is what I wanted there. This is Pixelorama. Let me type it for you. It's open source, free to download, and it has animation and such. You can see. I also did the shiny. The issue is that I didn't decide how to do the tail here, which is the issue that I'm having, the tail. But taking the main shades would help me a lot here, so let's go for it. I'm gonna reduce the value to around 30. I don't really know Krita. This program has a very slight issue in my opinion, and it's that it kinda takes a while to export. It kinda crashes on me while exporting, but I can tell you also that it's very good at keeping security copies of things. You cannot see it because of the way I have it cropped, but like every minute a message around a little bit down here says like copied, like copy saved, and it's basically, if the program freaks out and goes to shit, it got you covered. It auto-saves, but as something that not as your thing. You have to manually save it, but it saves safety copies of it, if it makes sense to you. Like, I don't know if, like, for example, like Word or Excel, if it closes and you didn't close it, and when you open it again, like for example, if you have a power outage or something like that, when you open the program again, it says like, it seems like you have something that you didn't save. Do you want to recover it? You can say yes. This program has that. That's the feature I'm talking about. And honestly, it has saved me a couple of times. Not because of power outage, but because of things. So I'm gonna go with very light shade, and I'm gonna apply it around here. think it's a little bit too saturated, so let's reduce the saturation and similar shades. Oh, I love this. I love this. It's giving what needs to be given. It kinda crashes but doesn't fully crash. Pixelarama does a couple of weird things in that regard, honestly. In the meantime, I'm always touching my nail. You cannot see it, but I'm still working on the same place. It's kinda weird for me. Let me try to place the tail. Do you have any idea of what kind of function could the tail have for this creature? Because I don't. So this kinda looks like a hand, but I don't want to make a punch on the tail. So I'm gonna look for references. Actually, I'm sorry, but I don't work on my phone, so I cannot help you there. I find it obnoxious to work on phone for pixel art personally. So I honestly haven't gone for it. What I mean, it's, yeah, so I'm one of those people that is always on their desktop computers, so I don't really need a phone to do stuff. You know what my issue is here? I feel like if I add a tail here, it kinda loses a bit of silhouette. I think the issue that I'm finding here is silhouette. Did I really went going for references and found furry art? Like blood? Really? Like, I didn't need to find a Pokemon in a thong, thank you. Also, yeah, I about costing money. My budget is not the best. So that's why I'm a little bit away from Ace Sprite. I know it's very good, but I cannot spend the $20, like 20 euros. And I do know it's good, but I just cannot swing it. Not easily. I cannot justify it, basically. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here... Okay, I think I understand. Let's get back to this. I'm gonna try to add a tail. So I'm gonna be looking scenes from here. I don't like that. Like, the tail needs to come from here, but... I think this flows better. No, insufficient amount of dots. This could be okay, but I don't really feel like it's a good position. What if I... No, I think that would look silly. I was thinking of using the tail to go around here and around the neck and be like a little tie, but I think that would look silly. That kinda looks okay. I think that looks okay. It's a little bit unintuitive to get used to in the beginning, but when you get it, you get it. You know, when you get the flow on this, you get it. It's very okay. Let me get a red, and I'm gonna make it a little bit more blood red. So I'm gonna increase the value and the saturation. This is a little bit too static. This kind of flows a little bit better, but not too much. I think this flows okay. I think this is the way it flows. I don't really love this shape here, so let me try to adjust it with some decoration. And by adjust it, I mean offset it. That looks kind of vampirical. I'm not wanting to make this a vampire, so... Okay, my biggest issue with this program, honestly... I'm gonna be completely honest. My biggest issue is that you cannot delete with... Like, you cannot paint transparent, if you know what I mean. Like, if I take my color and make it transparent, and I make my color transparent, okay? I'm trying to paint and it's not painting. That's my biggest issue with this program. It doesn't like to play with transparencies very well, but you can make colors transparent. Let's, for example, I'm gonna make a new layer, and you can see that I can play with transparent shades. In the same layer. And I'm gonna make a more opaque blue, for example. See how it's still kind of transparent, but not that much. And let's make a magenta around this area. It's kind of transparent, but let's make a more deep, less. See? I can delete this now. I don't need those shades. So that's a fun thing. Okay, I'm gonna save this and get back to nails, because this is completely dry now. This is perfect. So next step, I'm gonna cut my sponge. I'm not EP, please drop it. It's not a good bit. Good. Okay, the cut was not perfectly clean. I don't know if you can see, but I can see I can feel a slight bumpiness. I'm gonna work with this anyways. But if you have something like that, I would recommend you to cut again. So I'm gonna use self-adhesive labels. This package was 69 cents, nice. And there's one thing I don't love about this, and it's that they are too good. They are too adhesive. So what am I gonna do? It comes with several sheets of this. This is kind of transparent, you can So you can see my polka dots. So we're gonna peel one, but I'm gonna make it peel off of different things, like my shirt. I'm peeling it on my shirt right now. See? So I want it dirty. I don't want it super sticky. Why? Because honestly, I don't want it to rip my base. And this is a technique that you can use. Okay, with this, next step, we place it onto the nail. To cover the area that you don't want. Messed up. And when you have that, this acts like a nail vinyl, basically. You can use a nail vinyl, but I don't have one that's as big as this. Sorry about that. Okay, now we get my two polishes, which again are here for the payday, and green screen from Holo Taco. You can use the two that you prefer. This is my preference, okay? Green. I take my sponge. And I apply them in my sponge. Of my sponge. This is not a cute flattering angle. Sorry. I need a little bit more of this. So true. Green is my absolute preference. But, bestie, Cristine did it in purple. You can see it in purple. Okay. We want that little bit of overlap. That's perfect, and let's apply this coat. You want to apply that coat with the lighter shade closer to the cuticle now, so to apply, you just tap onto the nail. This is bad. Wait. This is not sticking enough now. You don't want that. You want it to be super firmly secured. Okay, that's the best I can do, I think. And we're gonna wait a little bit until it dries. Like this coat dries, and let's apply another one. Looking at the creature I'm creating, and honestly, I think it's serving what needs to be served. I think it's zeroing. Okay, we replenished our sponge with more polish. You want a surface of nail polish. You don't want blobs. You want it to be very smooth, basically. See that? Much shine, bad. You want it a little glossy, but not full shiny. Because that's the correct ratio for you. I don't like that, so I'm gonna apply a little bit more of the light green to smooth out this line. And then I look at where my fade line should be and start dabbing. Lightly onto my nail to apply a new coat. I find that pinching a little bit the sponge around here releases more. I dramatized that pinch. It's not a strong pinch, it's a slight pinch. I kinda want my fade to be a little bit more dramatic. So I'm gonna apply a third coat. For that I'm gonna wait for this to dry a little bit, okay? But honestly, it looks cute, it looks okay so far. I'm just being picky, honestly, with my look. I'm very picky with my nails. That's why wait, confession time. I kinda don't like doing my nails that much because I get a little cut on, oh my god, it's not exactly the same on both hands and in all nails because my nails are not perfect and I get a little caught up on that. So that's why I don't do designs like this on my actual hand. Because imagine doing this 10 times, I would die, I would perish, I would never. I'm gonna be manually pressing my nail vinyl because it's not very good. I think I took off too much of the stickiness. Okay, I like that fade, so I'm gonna remove. And this is your third gradient. You can see so far that we have this reciprocal gradient here in this pattern, and then we are gonna do this here. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you better pictures later. Oh, ooh, my chair. I'm trying to rest my lower back because it hurts, okay? Shoutouts to all those girlies that can do this without lower back pain. I'm not one of you. I wish your knowledge. I wish your secrets. Please show me your secrets, girlies. I need them, okay? So, can you guess what's next? More top coat, bitch. It's always top coat time in this household. This bottle is almost empty. Like, I'm basically scooping out the top coat at this point. It's very important that you apply a quick dry top coat in every step, because you need it to be fast. You need for it to be good, because if not, you don't have to wait 15 to 20 minutes between each layer. You have to wait 1 to 2 hours. Do you really want to wait that? Oh no, it got a little messed up. Wait. Can I fix it? Am I fixing it or messing it up? I don't know. Okay, that's it. The polish is still kinda wet, so the top coat, the stroking of the top coat made it react and blend in a way I didn't want to. So I'm gonna let it dry for like a couple of minutes and then... Oh heck, what happened here? And then go to my photo session and take a picture of this. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean up with a little bit of acetone. Which is there, and a Q-tip. I got a little bit of polish here, as you can tell. Can you? You kinda can, yes. Also, close your polishes. I'm gonna also attempt to clean this, because I don't know what happened. I know this cup is a little bit sensitive to acetone, so I'm using as little as possible. I don't need for it to be 100% clean. But at least not to have a blob, you know? And I'm gonna clean this corner. Again with the Q-tip. And a little bit of acetone because the acetone eats the plastic. So it makes it not transparent and shiny. You can see the cloudiness. That's it! I'm still gonna keep this, this Q-tip just in case. Save this acetone, it's not dirty. I need more acetone. Listen to this. This is all the acetone I have left. We have been in a renovation, as I have said like 78 times this last month and a half. And to get rid of some stains, we have to use my personal acetone to do so, which is, God, what the heck. But I have it today. There's acetone that sold as sorry about the chair, I'm trying to get a little bit comfortable because it's hurting a little bit. Okay. It's sold at hardware stores and things like that, and it's meant to, as cleaning, as a solvent. So that's what I want to buy. I find that acetone is not cosmetic grade, so use this as your own risk and peril, okay? But 200 milliliters of acetone, cosmetic grade, costs me around €2, okay? And 1 liter of non-cosmetic grade acetone meant for renovations and cleaning renovations cost me €3. €3. So I'm getting it like a 70% off. We love that. What's the thing? I am, if you couldn't tell, I am a chemist. And I specialized in organic chemistry. So I have smelled a lot of solvents, okay? Disclaimer, is it good to smell solvents? No, don't go sniff your solvents. But when you open a flask and it comes with a little bit of smell, you kinda smell it. You know what I mean? You should not do that. You should open your flasks only in the correct atmospheres. Oh my god. Hi, what's up? Thank you so much for the rave, Astral Rose. Of course, if you want to chat about what you were doing, you are totally free to do so. Follows are anonymous, and you are not in any obligation to follow or to chat or anything. Just letting you know. I'm painting nails. Well, I'm painting one nail, this nail. I'm recreating Cristine's Simply Nailogical's tutorial. Not this. This is not the tutorial. The tutorial is this.
I don't really know what was going through my head. I often don't know the things that have made a lot of sense. Now we're gonna sponge on gradient number 4.
So we are in
Cool back then.
this step.
But soon. That looks pretty cool just as is, doesn't it? I snapped this picture on my iPhone.
Wait.
I thought it was really cool.
Okay, it's the same. I had to check if this was in the same angles at this. So yeah, we are doing this. We are this nail right now. Let me put it like this. No. Okay. This nail, it's this. I don't have a better camera, I'm sorry. This is what you're seeing on screen, but in green, but because I need green in my life. And the last step is gonna make them this. And I'm scared. So, again, you are absolutely free to share what you were doing. Tell me about it, I actually would like to know. And I'm basically waiting for my top coat to dry because this requires top coat. Also, I'm gonna ignore chat for just a second because I need to take pictures of this. Grand Colosseum? Is that like a hack of Colosseum or something? Oh, that's so interesting. I have never played Colosseum or XD for that matter. That seems so interesting. I used to love playing Pokemon, but I never had a Nintendo home console, so I was never able to play those games on my own. So yeah, my only console game for Pokemon that I have is Battle Revolution, because I did have a Wii. I don't have a Wii anymore, but I do have a Wii U. I still have Pokemon Battle Revolution. Actually, let me grab it for you. Fuck, everything is clogged here. Ah! Where is it? Where are you? It's here. It's here. See, this is my copy of Battle Revolution. Generation 4. My beloved Torterra. It's in Spanish. You can see it's in Spanish, right? You can kind of tell the text. Anyways, let me take pictures of this, because apart from this, I'm doing a tutorial for my blog, and I take pictures of the process because my camera is better than my webcam. Obviously this is shit. This is the only thing I could afford at that time, so that's it. I'm still here. I'm in another table right now. Okay, I'm back. So that's what I do. I go take pictures in another table that's also white, But that one has a better light, honestly. Like, the light of this room goes better to that table than to this table. That's actually why I want this table to be my computer, because I don't want too much light here. I'm very much a dark kind of person. I don't like bright lights, but weirdly enough, I don't like warm temperature in my light. I don't know, I'm so confusing. I know. Anyways, in the meantime, while we will let this fully dry, because this needs to be fully dry, not just touch dry, this is touch dry. We could still do things, we could do another coat if we wanted to, but I want this to be fully dry because we need to peel striping tape. So, as we need to do so, that's why I'm basically working on pixel art in the meantime. Hi, you can see my nails. By the way, my nails, I haven't said in like an hour, are Holo Taco's Starry Eyed and Holo Taco's Bottle Service, doing a line that's not on my French, but a little bit below. I honestly broke my nails this week, so I'm a little sad. I broke these two, actually. This one popped right off, like, but this one, a corner, a full-on corner of this nail, a corner went missing, like, bye. So I had to file all of them off. And I'm sad because I like my nails to be long, but I can't. So this is what I'm working on. It's the third evolution of this. I'm a pixel artist, as you can tell. Everything in my layout is made by me. So, they also have animations. And I'm working on this one, and I'm absolutely unsure of how to continue some things. Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for the raid. And absolutely, take care of yourself first. I appreciate a lot the raid and you stopping by. What's this? This should be like this. Yeah. That happened to me. That happened to me when I used P-Scale. When I used P-Scale and then I had to change to Pixelorama, there are a couple of habits that I'm still working on them. Which is absolutely annoying to deal with, and I absolutely get it. I absolutely get it. I honestly use this because it's free, like, to be honest, it's free and it's good. It helps out with animations and with layering and stuff. P-Scale had that issue and didn't let me work on the things I wanted to do originally. So I needed a little upgrade and Pixelorama gave it to me. So maybe P-Scale works for you. If you are not looking for animations and different stuff, P-Scale works. P-Scale does animation, but I prefer Pixelorama's flowchart. So, if that's something that you are interested in, please do check it out too. Yes, P-Scale. I used to use P-Scale. I have been using P-Scale like for 2 or 3 years. Actually, all of this that you see, I did it on P-Scale before transitioning to Pixelorama. And then I have to change everything to Pixelorama. Hi. I feel like this is a little bit empty, but okay. So I'm not trying to say Piskel bad, I'm trying to say Piskel good, but didn't work for me. Like, I grew out of Piskel. Piskel is also free and it does have a desktop version. I still have it installed actually. Oh! Yeah, the thing I don't love about either of those, of Piskel and Pixelorama, is that both have their own file. You know? Piskel saves in their file and Pixelorama saves on PXO, which is not read by anything else, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, I get it, but it's annoying. So, let me try to do what I want to do here. No, too much. Kinda correct. But I like this better. Yes! That's what I wanted. So the goal is to make it look like tokens. And I think it's going okay. It needs more something down below. I'm still like, I don't know if you can see. I'm touching here. I'm actually gonna try to dent it a little bit. Yeah. That might be an issue. So I'd say give it a try. Like, give it a try with no expectation. Do a couple of small projects to see if you like it, and then if you are decided to commit, then do it. Then take the plunge. If not, I absolutely don't. Okay. My camera almost fell. I don't feel it's worth it to commit too much right now in a first glance. You're just trying it out, you know? this kinda looks what needs to look like. No, not that. This gives it a little bit more of variety. You can make it. Look at this. See when I'm at. There's an eye icon. Like an icon in the shape of an eye. Click it in each layer, and you can make the layer visible or invisible. You can also change your fusion mode, like it's quite advanced in that regard. So I think I like this. Oh, the onion mode. Yeah. The thing that you can do is to change the opacity of the layer. For example, let's say I have another layer, okay? I'm gonna paint this in green. I can change the opacity of the layers to another opacity and keep working on the other layer. You can change the opacity of the layers, you can change the opacity of the color you apply. So in that regard, it was something that I wanted to do here, basically. I'm actually thinking about upgrading my model with something like that soon. But due to the method I used to portray it, I don't think it's worth for me. Because I honestly use a video tube and I would have to change my whole transparency, setup, layout. It would be a mess and it would not be worth it. Okay, we can get rid of this for now. We can keep working. Next step, I'm gonna use my starry-eyed bottle this time. We're gonna cut more of this with where are my scissors? Here. Why are you not sticking? Stick, bitch. I'm gonna say yes, Piscal had that and I honestly miss it. But the trade-offs are worth for me and my particular method to the madness. Everyone is different, honestly. And I'm not gonna lie, I would love to try a Sprite, but what are you doing? I would love to try a Sprite, but I cannot go for another one like that, you know. I don't want to change again. I would like to investigate which formats does it support or does not support, and lots of things like that. Also, one thing that I love about Pixelarama, let me show you super quick. If you choose export as, this is but if you can choose a GIF and it's animated automatically. You can change the size. So if you want to export it 8 times this size, you are going to export a 768 by 768 image, and it's gonna be good. I have done this with actually Tokif. I have exported Tokif in 8 times the size with the whole animation. I have exported this in this size and it works. In Piskel it was a little bit more tedious to do. Here it's very much easier to do, in my opinion. It kind of clicks more with my brain. Okay, this is the shiny, by the way, and we are gonna also make the shiny for this one. So in my blog, !blog, I'm gonna do it myself because self-promotion. I do nail art tutorials and the occasional pixel art post. I want to make more pixel art posts with Fakemon, but issue, I don't work fast enough in Fakemon because I want them to be good. So to avoid burnout, I kinda go slower than I should, and then I burn out because I don't work fast enough. Huh! What a concept. But yeah, I'm gonna cut one more actually. Oh, sorry, I didn't hide this. I was just cutting striping tape for this. I'm gonna get this one and I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna place it in my line. I want this as a safeguard for my gradient, okay? Because the next step is gonna be applying this on top of the lines you have already drawn. And it's not gonna be 1000% the same spot, but you want them to be as close as possible. That's why I'm moving it away from the camera to fully get sure. See that? And you want them to continue. Okay, this is a good one. Press them down. It's not the correct side, okay. Let me check what side is this tape. Okay. One thing you should note is the order you applied them. Because this order affects the order you should remove them. This is not the correct line. I'm gonna try again. Yeah, this is more correct. It's not gonna be 100% perfect, but you want them closer, you know? What you want to do is to make these lines that you already drawn feel like they're continuing. That's your goal. Okay, I'm gonna take that. You want them to look like they're continuing. It's gonna be difficult to do this one because I need to lift it a little bit for me to see where the line even is. And I just moved this because it's not super firmly pressed. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's damn close enough. And this last one, you can kinda omit it, basically, because it didn't cross. See? It does continue, but it cuts here, so the second gradient should not touch this. Almost same with this one. This one is in the very limit. So it's gonna be barely noticeable. Okay. We have this. Now what? We're gonna get one of those big vinyls, in my case reinforcement labels, and I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna make them less sticky with my clothes, a little bit less sticky, and apply them on top. This is gonna secure secure the lower part of this, okay? Then make sure again that your strips of striping tape are firmly secured to the nail. And moment of truth. We bring these two bad boys back. Open them up. Like this. To avoid them from fully drying or something, but to make them comfortable to reach to. Sponge, I have already cut the sponge, so it's a little bit shorter and clean, basically. And we apply the nail polish in the same fashion. The first coat is gonna require a little bit more of polish because basically the sponge is absorbing some nail polish, as sponges do. You want the nail polish to not be dripping wet, but if the sponge is also absorbing, it absorbs more when it has nothing to absorb, so it has nothing absorbed to, sorry. So basically, see? This is what we want. And we want the darker green to be closer to the cuticle. We're gonna apply. And it's gonna look wrong, but don't worry. No. I don't want it to be applied on top of my actual nail. Okay. Lighter colors usually have less opacity. So that's what's going on here. The lighter green looks like it's not on the nail, it's on the nail. Trust. I got a little bit of a stain in that corner. You can see that the gold is not as gold, so I'm gonna take a little bit of acetone, super little bit, and I'm gonna try to clean it up before it fully dries. This nail, and all of my nails, have already a layer of top coat. See? I clean it up, and it doesn't look like I did a mess. You could, probably should use a cleanup brush for that, but I didn't want to take mine out, basically. That's the whole reason. I'm not kidding, I'm not joking, I'm not sugarcoating it. It's the reason. I'm lazy to take my cleanup brush, which is right here actually, but I don't take my cleanup brush unless I'm doing cleanup on me. I'm sorry, it was a little bit out. See, it's glossy, but not dripping wet. That would be dripping wet. But I'm taking out, actually. From that, I'm taking out. Okay. I don't really love these guys. they are kind of rigid. They don't love the curves of my nail. So they're sticky and don't love the curve, so they can make a mess. Okay, are we happy with this blend? I'd say yes. So if we are happy, we're gonna close this super quickly. And start removing the protection as quick as possible. Oh no, everything is sticking together. Careful, 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 and clean. And we did it. This is your final look. Do you love it? Do you love it? I love it. Everything got stuck here. Okay, there's a little boo-boo. I'm gonna clean up the boo-boo. So I'm gonna do a super small cleanup here. And you can do it because the layer below has top coat. So I'm gonna take the smallest amount of acetone I've ever taken, and a little line sipped under, but not like under the big one, but not the small one. So I can clean it up with acetone. So the line doesn't appear anymore. I'm also gonna clean up here because it got a little bit too covered. But that's it, that's the result. Give me just a couple minutes and I'm gonna make a photo and try to put it on here actually. Let's start putting things where they belong. Oh, my back. I'm kinda proud of these results. Oh my god. Let's take fresh meat again and do a last coat of it. As I said, I'm basically scooping it up. You should not do this. You should not do this. Do as I say, not as I do. Because this is not creating a smooth surface. And I can see it, I can feel it actually. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop my sage bit on my mat. Okay, that was still thick and wet. Don't do this. But if you do it, don't breathe. Yeah, I can tell it's not smooth at all. It's starting to get basically unusable. Which honestly, for the amount I have left in the bottle, that was unusual. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply another top coat on top of this one. I'm not gonna promote it, basically. This is like my bad top coat right now. And why is it bad? Because it has issues. Sometimes it shrinks like crazy. Sometimes it blurs like crazy. Sometimes it like makes itself matte. Because it absorbs water, it's hygroscopic, it's a mess of a top coat lately. It used to be my holy grail of top coats, but it's changed formula, and since that point onwards, I do not rely on it anymore. And it's very sad for me, because it's like 2 or 3 euros, depending on the season, for a bottle of 11 mils. But this is 8 euros for me. But it's still cheap. Anyways, I kinda saved it, aside from this, that it's not savable, but it's fine. I kinda saved it. And I can tell it's starting to create the holy. Okay, let me use it again. I can save her. Don't do this to actual nails, because you are gonna basically make them too thick and never dry. But it's a fake nail, like I will not be using this like this. Like I will put them in a place and let them dry. I won't be like touching things, because if I had this, I would dent them like 100%. Can you tell it's starting to muddy up the shades? So what I'm gonna do is take my nail oil. Yes, this is an aqua brush. I just filled it with nail oil. And apply with the remnants a little bit of nail oil on top on the surface. And it's not working today. Oh my god. It needs more oil? Don't tell me it's muddy. Don't tell me I fucked up with the top coat. It usually works. This is my little secret, basically. I'm gonna wait like 5 to 10 minutes to see if it improves. If not, I'm gonna be sad. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be basically putting things in their plastics and such to be able to have an easier time after stream, basically. Because every time I do a nail art stream, I usually have a big moment afterwards of I can't. Everything is so disorganized right now, I cannot, I don't know what to do. Also, let me clean up this brush, just in case I need. I want to use this paddle later on for refill, because honestly, it worked. It worked. I think I'm gonna purchase the refill packs of Sesh Beat. Oh my god, she's fake! She's so fake! But she's so pretty though. Honestly, she might be fake, but she's pretty. Okay, let me take pictures. Okay, it worked, it cleared up a little bit. I can save her. I don't need this anymore. And I'm gonna... let's talk in the meantime. So, this was the tutorial. I'm gonna write it later. But this was one of the incentives. This was actually not from the Sabathon. This was one incentive that I had for 500 bits in 1 month. I do have incentives, which I haven't posted on Blue Sky yet this month, but they are on my Discord server. So if you want to see the incentives for this month, please do check that out. Join my Discord server. And yes, that's it, basically. We are gonna... oh, why are you going through the other side? You little bitch. This is my sponge thrower. Yes, I do have a sponge thrower. Because I bought so many of these. I have different kinds actually. I have this kind. I do have these, which honestly are perfect for ripping off and getting another effects. I will show you eventually. And I bought this pack like years ago, thinking, oh, maybe I need thicker ones, but I never used them because the other ones worked well, actually. So these are gonna be the ones that I use when I finish with them. I also have a thrower of gel products, a thrower of rhinestones, which is a thrower of rhinestone products. I have a big box of rhinestones. Let me show you actually here. This whole ass box. And yeah. I don't know, should we keep going for a little bit? Should we be working on the pixel art or not? Like on this or not? I think I'm gonna work on this on my own. Like, I pulled the pixel art just as something to do in the meantime, honestly. But yeah. I think we're gonna leave it for today. Let me disconnect my camera to be able to move around a little easier. And thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow with Final Fantasy IX. I don't know if it's gonna be the end or not. So let's put this